How you folks all doing tonight? Here, none here with your Mundus Minute on July 8th, 2022. ESO news, Lecture Merchant, and Gold Merchant stuff, all in a few minutes. So first up in the news. Well, if you haven't seen it already, you now have ESO Plus out on a trial today until July 14th at 10 a.m. Eastern. During this time, you can get benefits like the crafting bag, access to all the DLC zones if you haven't played for ESO Plus already. While you're there, you can also get your Ska shards, skill points, access to various skill lines that you normally wouldn't have, such as the Citric line, the Antiquities line, etc. You can do some jewelry crafting stuff, but once you lose ESO Plus, you won't have that unless you have the Somerset chapter as well. This does not, of course, include anything like the companions, which come with the actual chapter, and will not include the classes such as Necromancer and Warden. You'll have to get those separately. But again, it's pretty nice. If you haven't already, I do recommend you stock up on all your crafting materials now. You know, get 10,000, 20,000 or something. That way it's that much easier when you need to grab something out. You don't have to go across multiple characters to store all that. You're also gonna get double furniture in all your houses. So if you're gonna decorate your house, now's the time because you get the space for it. Once ESO Plus goes away, you lose those benefits, but it's not gonna just kick all that stuff back to you. It'll stay there until you go back and edit it and put it back into your inventory. The announcement for update 35 is now out, and it is called Lost Depths. This is going to include 2 new DLC dungeons, including Earthen Root Enclave dungeon and Graven Deep dungeon, which includes a bit more of the Legacy of the Breton items. The Earthen Root Enclave dungeon is going to be one about the Firesong Circle druids. If you haven't played High Isle, you'll probably have no clue who those people are. But it is an interesting chapter. I do recommend take a look at it. Graven Deep Dungeon is another sort of nautical pirate themed dungeon, but we're going to be seeing more of that on Monday, which comes up to the other item on the list, which is ESO Live is on July 11th at 12 p.m. Eastern. A kind of weird time, but they didn't do it today for some reason. Probably had to get things set up, but it is noted that this live stream will occur just before the PC and Mac public test server where Lost Depths and Update 35 goes live, which means probably after ESO Live, you're going to be able to access PTS. So make sure to update your PTS launcher if you're somebody who goes on there and tests. And if you want somebody to play with on PTS, let me know because I'm always playing late night and no one's ever on. Also, there is a charity event right now for No Kid Goes Hungry with several streamers. I'll leave links down below, but it's going to start July 10th, and you're going to be able to watch various ESO streamers and donate for a cause. Also, when you donate, you're also going to help get with giveaways. There is Pink Torchwick Pet giveaways, Provisioning Station giveaways, and Chef Costumes giveaways as well. And now another reminder as well, the Zeal of Zenithar in-game event is going on right now. It's nice to have ESO Plus going on during this event. But the Zeal of Zenithar game event is going to go on now until July 12th. That's next Tuesday. So if you haven't already, go into Craglorn, get your quest done, which you can get through your Crown Store. And after you get that done, you should be able to access it. I think the only thing I could really recommend is make sure you don't overcompensate on some of the tickets. Tickets you get by doing the daily that's in Craglorn there. But you get 3 per day. You can get Impressiago's repair kits, which repairs everyone in your groups, which is really handy for trials. You also have the new training items. I can't remember the exact name of them, but they will give you your companions training toward Fighters Guild, Undaunted, and Mage Guild skill lines. And finally, I will make one reference on update 35. There are combat changes coming up, but they're not finalized. I hate reporting on this stuff because they're very polarizing, and sometimes these changes don't go through. So it's kind of like a non-issue. But anyways, they're making changes to weaving. And the changes so far is they're going to be upping the duration of dots, debuffs, and some buffs. So you don't have to worry about your rotation to get the total uptime that you used to have to. And they're also cutting back on damage from light attacks because that is increasing damage quite a bit. This may or may not go through, but we will see updates on Monday to see what happens here. The idea is kind of lowering the ceiling while raising the floor a little bit, so everyone's going to have a good time with some of the content, not having to worry about uptime if your parse is not exactly the best. And I don't know, if you guys have an interest for me to put out a parsing video explaining weaving and explaining how to do some light attack weaving, let me know down in the comments. I will try to make it as easy as possible. There are plenty of other streamers out there, but maybe I can give it a shot as well if some people out there are still having issues. Anyway, let us look at the luxury merchant and the golden merchant for this week, shall we? So, on the luxury merchant this week, and I don't know why my avatar is gone, but we're just going to roll with it. A bunch of torture things. Our giant cross, iron maidens, skeletal remains, vampiric tables. So if you have a torture house that you want to use, or something else like that, well, maybe it's time to head over and see what you can get. Now, on the golden merchant for this week, for 135k, remember it's 135k this week because of the discount with the Zeal Zenithar event. Deadwater's got Guile necklace, which will give you, when you kill an ultimate, kill an enemy, gain 15 ultimate. Honestly, not the greatest. There are other sets out there that are a bit better. Also for under 35k, Proof of Trinimac's Valor. When you cast a damage shield, you call down a fragment of Trinimac to heal you and your group members for 2,875 health, and damage enemies for 3,270 magic damage for 5 meters radius for the 2-second delay. This effect can go once every 5 seconds and scales off of your max magicka and stamina. Honestly, not that great. Either one of these. I would definitely skip them. Also for 225k, Necklace of the Undaunted Bastion. The 5-piece bonus is when you use a taunt ability while you're under 75% health, you gain a damage shield for 14,000 damage for 6 seconds, and if I can occur once every 10 seconds. Another one I would probably skip. You get similar benefit using the not potentates. Shoot. I will say there is another set out there that when you take damage, gives a similar damage shield to you and your group. So this doesn't really have that much benefit in comparison. Potentates? No. I apologize, folks. I can't remember. We're going to keep on going, though. We also have Jailers for 225k. When you lose 7,000 or more health from a single attack, you get Major Vitality for 8 seconds, increasing the healing received by 16%. Again, another one that I would just totally skip. Like, all these golden ones here, I would just skip. And for 90k, Balrog's Shoulders or Malabeth's Shoulders. If you need to get these for your collection, I definitely recommend getting them. And Balrog Shoulders, pretty meta for PvP, so I would probably recommend getting it if you haven't already. Anyway, I'm here, we're done. That's Mundus Minute. I'll see you all in Tamriel.